So guys, you asked for it. In fact, we all asked for it. It's a SuperBOX S5 MAX. So this is the brand new TV box from SuperBOX, and it's packing a punch. Features include voice control and the big one, Android 12 operating system. We're getting that gigabit Ethernet and Wi-Fi 6, together with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes hard disk, and it supports 6K resolution with support for OTA and H.265 decoding. So without further ado, let's take a quick look at what we get in the box. So this is the SuperBOX S5 MAX. Now on the exterior it does look like the previous version, the S4 Pro, and I'll get to that later, but let's see what else we get in the box. We get the remote control, and we get the power brick, we get a complimentary HDMI cable, and lastly we get the instruction manual. So let's take a closer look at the SuperBOX S5 MAX, and I'm definitely digging this colour. It's bright, it's bold, it's metallic, and of course this box is actually made out of alloy material, as it is the premium edition, and I'm definitely loving these beveled edges with the silver framing. And on the sides we're getting those ventilation holes. Now being made out of alloy material, this box is probably going to stay cooler than the plastic boxes. On the front we've got our LCD display, our infrared receiver, to the side we've got an SD card reader, and we get 2 USB ports. And finally a restore button. On the bottom of the unit we get our rubber feet, and we get some more venting slots. Now on the back of course we get our antennae, which nicely fold out and fold in, which is always great for storage. So overall guys, the build quality is definitely a step up from the previous version. On the back we're getting our DC power in, our IR port, an AV port and a HDMI port, and an Ethernet port and our optical port for audio. Let's take a closer look at the remote. We've got power, mute, input, volume, fast forward, rewind, stop, D-pad, a home button, information button, and we've got our voice control button, and of course the keypad. So basically everything you expect to find, and it takes 2 AAA batteries. We get the power plug rated at 2 amps 10 watts. So guys, this is all you get in the box. So this is the S5 powered up with the remote next to it, and you've got to agree it's one of the better looking boxes out there. Now powering up the unit you get the usual SuperBOX logo, and of course the SuperBOX animation. And on the home screen everything's looking pretty familiar. So a quick look around, we've got live TV, video on demand, playback, browser, apps, app store, and below that we've got an area where we can add shortcut to apps, and below that we've got extra features. We can go into the settings menu by clicking on the cog, and if we scroll down to device preferences, click on about, we can see we're on the SuperBOX S5 MAX with 64 gigs hard disk and 4 gig RAM, and we're on Android TV OS version 12. Back on the home screen we've got a folder icon where we can browse our files, and we've got quick access to videos, pictures, music and files. We've also got access to a quick cleaner which will clean your system memory and installation package residue, which is definitely a must to use if your device starts getting sluggish. Next along on the home screen we've got an internet speed tester, which again is another tool you can use if you have problems with lagging or screen stutter. Next along we've got a bin icon which we can use to uninstall any apps we don't want anymore. Now next to that we've got a microphone icon. Now this is used to set up voice command from your remote, and it's simple enough to set up, just follow the on-screen instructions. Now this next setting is a favourite of mine, and it's quick shortcuts on your remote. So this assigns shortcut to apps on the number keypads of your remote. So a quick demo, if I assign the calculator to the keypad number 1 and to keypad number 2, I'll assign the calendar app. So now when I press 1 on the keypad of the remote, I'm going to get the calculator, and similarly if I press the keypad number 2 on the remote, I'm going to get the calendar. Now if you do experience any issues that you can't solve by yourself, there is a help desk. Just click on this person icon on the bottom and scan the relevant code on your phone and you'll be connected to a help desk. So a quick look up top, we've got access to a weather widget, and you can set your location here as well. I've got my Bluetooth and Ethernet icons. Let's take a closer look at the browser, and you can see it goes straight into the Google search, and you've got various shortcuts here, or you can do a web search. So I'm going to do a quick news search, and there you go guys, there's no issues with the browser, it comes up very quick. Okay, next up let's take a look at the App Store, and we've got access to the Google Play Store, which of course you need to sign in to use, and we've also got access to the S5's App Store. Now back on the home screen next to the App Store icon we've got the apps icon, and you've guessed it, it's all the apps you've got installed on the device. So let's take a quick look at live TV. So straight away you can see at the top of the screen how many channels you've got in total, and you basically just scroll down and view the channel you want. You can add any of the channels to your favorites so you've got quick access to them. You can also bring up some extra settings while you're playing the media. You can display the status bar, display your internet speed, change your viewing aspect ratio. You've also got settings for the decoder, EPG style, you can have classic or you can have the new style. So pretty comprehensive guys. And if you're not happy with what you're watching, you can bring up the on-screen EPG and change on the fly. And the video on demand section is set up pretty similar to the live TV section. As soon as you get in, you got a recommended section, you got a newest section, you got a movie section, you got a TV series section, so plenty to keep you busy. And of course, in each of these sections you got a comprehensive search function, and you can filter the results by movies, TV series, name, director and the stars, which is a pretty cool feature. Another cool feature they've added is the addition of this filter option they've added here. Simply click it and you'll get this new bar pop up where you can quickly filter via type, country or year. Okay, back on the home screen, we've also got a playback feature on this box, which allows you to watch programs which have already been broadcast on a select few channels, so no problems about missing any events or any favourite programs. And it gives you an EPG type layout with the times and the program names, and you simply just highlight the program you want to watch and it will start playing. So guys, if you are on the market for a new TV box, definitely consider the SuperBOX S5 MAX. It's still got all the great viewing media features, and we're getting that Android 12 operating system with an upgraded voice command system. And for connections, don't forget the Wi-Fi 6, and we're getting that premium alloy case, which looks absolutely gorgeous.